Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the One Vision realistic series on the Ferjak 4X map, where we only have one vision, one man, one tractor, one vision. And the only vision we have is to play as realistically as we can. So where we left off last time, I was beginning the mulching process. We had spent an hour. It took us 3 full hours to mulch that field. So that's all done, ready to go. So that's the only project we're going to do on that field today. So as you can see up in the right-hand corner, what I've decided to do is our neighbor over here, and I do believe I forgot her name. It's field 42. Anyways, it's, let me find her name real quick. Oh, Katie. Katie owns the field directly over here on the other side of our grass field, and we're going to do a pea harvest. Now, I've never done that. We've just borrowed the equipment. It's a $12,000 contract, so it's expensive. We're going to be able to make a little bit of money. But yeah, so what I decided to do is we're going to do one thing on the field when we finish however long it takes us, and then we're going to do some contracts to finish up the day. That way we don't have to kind of play too far ahead and do what we need to do, and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is get this pea harvest started. Now, like I said, I'm going to have to go game speeds on this because I don't know how long what the actual speeds of a pea harvester is. I don't know. So we're going to have to wing that ourselves. So we're going to do this right here. It is about 12 acres. I don't know how long it's going to take us, but we're going to finish the day out with this contract. And then when we get to September 3rd, then we're going to start spreading manure on our own field. Once the manure is done on our field, we will then either come back to here or pick up another contract somewhere close to the farm and continue that rotation like we do. And that way it'll kind of give us the kind of push we need, a little bit of money making, things like that, and so on and so forth. But without further ado, let's get going. My name is Free Machine Gaming, and welcome into episode number 13. We're at lucky number 13 already on this One Vision Ultra Realistic series. I'm having a blast, and it's great. We've got the 2 series going on the channel right now. We have this one, and we have the Chicken Odyssey on the Dark Forest map, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So without further ado, we brought this back to the farm off camera, and I think we'll get it started, and then we've got to go down to the shop. We'll have to just tab one time. We're just going to have to, just so we can bring that tractor up here to unload this. And then we're going to sell it someplace, I guess. We'll figure it out as we go. But anyways, let's get going. And I've never done this in cab, so this is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be kind of cool, actually. But we're going to go game speeds because I have no idea. But anyways, hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. And happy, happy, happy Friday to you guys all. As you guys know, while we are super busy on the farm, we are releasing videos on Tuesday and Friday only, and then when we start to slow down, we'll start bringing more videos back. So thank you for being patient. And do I have to unfold this? I don't know. We'll see. I think that little line... Hang on one second. Let's go out of cab and see. Yeah, I think it's that little line is where we need to be. Is where we need to be for that, I would assume. I don't know. We'll do it that way. Let's hook up our cruise control and just kind of go. Now, like I said, I have no idea. I've never ran one of these. I don't even know what it is. But we're going to just go game speeds with it, I guess, at this point. I don't even know how to unload the trailer, if you know what I mean. I have no idea. So let's get our controller put down so we can drive like we always do. And I think I missed a little bit there. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. It's kind of neat, actually. I'm loving this little... There's the edge of it. So I guess you can go a little wider. I don't know why those... I don't know. Anyways. So anyways, it's how was your guys' week? How was your guys' couple of days off that you missed me? I missed you guys for sure, but we've been super busy. We've got, as of right now, we've got about just a little over 300 acres of soybeans actually planted, ready to go. We will be starting grass work right around the beginning of May, which is it's going to be another 2 to 3 week, if not 3 week process. So for right now, temporarily, as we get into summer, you guys know on the farm we're busy. We're super busy. On the farm we are once we begin grass work and we begin baling, once we start settling down and we're waiting for crops to grow, then it'll be, I can start bringing out more videos, and I'll be excited about this. Because two videos of the week, I kind of miss you guys. I kind of don't get a chance to see you guys. It's kind of neat. Let's come in. I don't even know where the edge of the field is. We're just going to wing it until it stops picking stuff up. So I think it's this right here. There. Now let's assume that comes up like that. And then we're going to kind of back it around, I guess. Can't really see in this thing. This thing's a monster, by the way. I wish you could do the truck sim thing where you could lean out the window. That'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Actually, you know what? Remember, didn't mean to yell in your guys' ear. What am I hitting here? Remember back a while, like I think it was FS 17. I'm gonna get out into the field here because, all right. So let's do this because I don't know. Oh, I'm caught on a tree. And that's what it is. I couldn't see. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we can keep going. See if we can spend the whole video trying to get off this tree. There we go. There we go. So once we get our first headland done, we'll be okay. There we go. All right. And we're oh yeah, we are collecting. Okay. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Am I not doing this correctly? Yeah. There we go. I think it just collects it as it goes. Why is it not collecting it? Did I do something? It's collecting it going backwards. Is this going... Alright, we got to come back out again, guys. I'm sorry. I've just never used one of these machines. There it goes. I don't know. Kind of neat. Loving it. There we go. So, anyways... so you guys got going on your virtual farms? How you guys making out? Everything going good? Everything going in your life? Like I said, how was your week? How was things going? I like to hear about all you guys' things that are cool. You guys always leave the most amazing, awesome content or comments, and it's great. So, this series, like we talked about before, will always be at 1x speed, 1 hour videos, and we kind of do a different project every time we come back. So. Next episode, well, we're going to continue harvesting this off camera and however long it takes. But when we come back to the next episode, we will be in September 3rd, and we will then begin starting to spread manure on that field, of our field. Then once the manure's done, we can then finish that. We can go to and do another contract to finish September 3rd. Then when we come back for September 4th, we will then be on some lime. And then we'll finish the lime, do another contract, and then we'll come back and... Oh, it actually stops it. It's pretty cool. All right, so I got to come back out one more time because I don't know what the pipe is. There it is. Okay, just like regular. All right, so we'll get that in there, and we will tab over one time, one-shot deal. We'll tab over to here. We got the Fendt 930 Vario. Let's get in cap where we belong. Get her warmed up a little bit, and let's go. This tractor's fast compared to ours. Ours only goes 20-something miles an hour. Did I have the wagon hooked up? I didn't even know if I had them. I just kind of took off. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty awesome, actually. Let me put the controller down and start steering this. Like I said, this tractor's quite about almost 15 miles an hour faster than, well, actually about 17 miles an hour faster. So once we get upgraded and we start getting some massive tractors, I want to get some bigger equipment and go from there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? This won't take us nearly as long to get back to the farm with this thing. It's pretty cool. There. I think we got it now, and I think it's just like every other harvest, right? You're going to harvest it like, it's got to be like sugar beets. Now, here's my question. I've never used them before, but does peas grow back, or do you have to plant them every time? For Farm Sim. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about real life because I'll never grow them. We grow them in the United States, but I do believe it's more of a southern crop. I do believe. I'm not quite sure where they grow them in the United States, but we definitely up in the upper east coast of New York, we don't grow peas at all. We grow soybeans, and we grow grass, and we grow corn, and we grow wheat and barley, but we don't grow peas. Now, I do know that they grow chickpeas, but not around me. It's more, I do believe it's more like, I think it has to be a warmer climate. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I'd have to research it, to be honest with you guys. But you guys always know I've always been honest with you guys. I've always been transparent as far as when I don't know something, I let you know. So that's why we're zipping around in this tractor. And it was kind of cool because it gave us a chance to, this episode at least, use a little bit different, equipment. Because we've been using the Fiat Gree for the last 12 episodes. So we're on to episode 13 with a new tractor. So I think I'm going to take Russell's advice, and as we start making more money, I think I'm going to buy like because it's the one tractor series. But I think what we'll do is let's go when we start making money. And I mean, like when we can afford it, just like in real life. If we can't afford it, we can't afford it. But if we can afford it, let's try to change up tractors just a little bit every once in a while. If we can, just so that it gives you guys a little bit of a chance to see something different. Or what I'll do is I'll just use contracts, and that'll give us a chance. And I'll still have our tractor on our map, our field, until we upgrade. Now I'm going to get this cover off. Here she is. This is a massive tractor. Massive tractor compared to our Fiat Gree. And it's funny because our Fiat Gree is still 180 horsepower, but this thing dwarfs it. Pretty cool. Now, I did notice that I think I have to go, that's my grass field. I have to go this way to get to the field. That doesn't have a very big tank on it. It only holds like 9,000, so... And then once we fill this, then we're going to have to decide where we have to sell it at. We got to figure that out and take it there and sell it. And as you can see up in the right-hand corner, the one thing I do like about FS25 is it posts the contract right up in the corner. So we're 3% done with that contract already with just one tank full. Like I said, and we can take as long as we need to, multiple days, multiple times. Because remember, we're in this for the long haul. This series is going to be on this for the whole iteration. So we've got time to do what we need to do, if you know what I mean. We don't have to rush around. We don't have to feel obligated to upgrade. Like the Chicken Odyssey, that's going to kind of upgrade itself because chickens go so fast that in 2 months, you literally got a... in 2 months, you've got, like we started with 250 chickens. In 2 months' time, you've got 500 chickens. And then in two more months, you've got 1,000 chickens. 2 more months, now you got 2,000 chickens, and so on and so forth. You guys know how it works. And then next thing you know, that pen's completely full, and you're dropping off 24, 48 pallets. And because on the Chicken Odyssey, what we're doing is we can only buy more chickens from the eggs. The money that we make from logging or the money that we make from the fields are going to go to feed the chickens, but the money that we make from logging will go for equipment. Now, once we're done with equipment, then I think we'll find a way to recycle it somehow, because the only way I want to buy chickens is from the chicken money, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm hoping. Anyways, we really didn't get that far. We didn't even get one headland around. Dude, I think for real, the weather has finally broke in my area. I think it has gotten to the point where tomorrow, I am recording this on Wednesday night for Friday. And I think tomorrow, being Thursday, I think I saw the weather's supposed to be 80 in the 80s and warm. So it's kind of exciting. Now, I hope that this will unload into here. Yes, it will. Perfect. That's neat. That's kind of neat. I'm not going to lie. Kind of neat. So it's just like a self-propelled sugar beet harvester. Why is that still getting into the fence? There we go. All right. So pipe in. There we go. And down with the header, right? Yep, down with header and on. And off we go. And there we go. This is kind of neat. Like I said, it gives us a chance to do something completely different as opposed to what we've been doing. Now, I want to make sure that I miss this tree here this time. So we're going to get to this. Raise that up. And then I'm going to cut it short, like really tight, so that I can go straight back and not get that tree this time. There we go. We did good this time. There. All right. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And like I said, this is what we're going to do to pass time. Is we're going to use contracts. And what I really like is I have the Better Contracts mod downloaded, so we can actually have multiple contracts going at once, and we can take care of our farm, we can help our farmer neighbors, and we can just keep going with content and not have to worry about too much playing ahead. But I'm not doing any more on our field work, on our farm field, the one it's right straight over there, until September 3rd. Then we'll, like we talked about, manure. Then we'll go to September 4th and we'll do lime. Then we'll come back and in September 5th and do more manure. And then come back in September 6th and we'll seed. Then we'll come back September 7th and we will roll it. And we'll be ready to go. So that way it'll take us 7 full days in the game to get done with that. And then we will get we'll go back to working on the second wheat field, getting that all straightened around. But we will we'll seed the first field in September. We'll seed the second field in October. That way we don't have to worry about losing our crops, if you know what I mean. And then by the end of October, we're going to have to start. Well, we're going to probably have to go a field and then mowing some stuff, because we are literally out of hay bales right now, and I think we're going to be having to buy them before you know it. I think within the next couple of days, we got plenty of straw. We're okay on that. But I think in the next couple of days, we're going to need to go down and buy some hay bales to bring them back. The other thing is, too, is I think we're going to sell the wheat that's in there. Well, no, we're going to sell the wheat because we don't have chickens on this farm. We're going to sell the wheat off, and then I think we're going to switch to, like, sorghum. I think chickens in this they're not chickens. We just need the straw. So I will have to get the extended straw harvest so that we can get straw off our sorghum. And then we'll do it. Or, no, we're going to go to oats. That's what I decided. So, because oats grow the slowest. And at 28-day months, we'll go from there. So I think it's just cool, and then that way we can just keep going. And then on a serious note, if we get everything done that we need to do on a field, and we want to, like, we can spend the next little bit of time, we can go right to the next month if we have to, because that's what you would do. You wouldn't really do much, but there's always stuff, like on a real life farm, there's always stuff to do. So that's why I always tell you guys, we play as realistically as we can within the constraints of the game. But we always have contracts to do. So sometimes it'll be harvesting, sometimes it'll be fertilizing, sometimes it'll be, I think there's even wood transport missions on this. There's 200 fields, so there's always going to be something that we can do to pass the time to go to the next day. And like I said, we're 20 minutes in now. We're not even on the second headland. We're on the second headland now, so we've got a lot of harvest to do. So she stops at, there we go, and pipe out. And now we got to run to our tractor, which is, I do believe, over there. So, we've just got a plan, and we just got to keep moving and keep doing contracts. And some of these fields on this map are massive. I do know, like, 127. Let's do this. I do know that, well, first of all, is there harvesting active? Yeah, right here. Katie, new, but I was wondering if there's, like, wood transport missions, too. There's plowing, there's seeding, there's fertilizing, wood transport. Yep. So we don't have the universal auto load, so that would be tricky. But some of these fields, I mean, if you look at 12 acres, 19 acres, 10, 20 acres for field farmland 44, that's right near a farm, So 18, there's some decent sized fields that we can keep busy with. And then if we've gone through and we've done every contract and we've done everything else, then we'll go, and because the next month the contracts renew anyways. So we've always got something to do, which is kind of neat. We'll strategically do our fields, if you know what I mean, like the way they need to be done. So we'll keep doing contracts in between until we get done with our first field, and then we won't be able to do anything for the next field until the following month, if you know what I mean. So I'll explain how all of that goes. 3,760. I think I would have put, let's go like this. I think I would have put the cruise control at like 12. This is about what you drive around the field. A little bit, you can go a little bit faster once it starts going, but yeah, we're 22 minutes in, and we're just now starting our second headland. So this is a great way to pass the time. Great way to pass the time. And it gives me a chance to talk, and it gives me a chance to show you guys something different. Sometimes we'll even be doing silage contracts. We'll try to do them all, with the exception of the wood ones, because I can't load the wood by hand, and because we're not allowed to use auto load or anything on this one. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. And I think that my wife had a great point, and she said that we could even go to the extent of like simulating lunches and dinners, things like, so if you want to go eat breakfast, you would go like from 9 to 10, and you would just fast forward the clock, but it would be simulating your breakfast time, and then if you want to go to lunch, it's like 12 to 1, and dinner would be like 4 to 5, and then at 6 o'clock we're done anyway. So if that works out, we may do that, so that way we can continue to simulate as much as we can as far as real life and go from there. I gotta move out a little bit, get in here. Nice. Now we have to keep track. I think this holds 21,000. Might hold 18. Then we got to go sell it someplace, which will, give us a decent figure. On. And here we go. Here we go. Neat, neat, neat. So we're harvesting peas, everybody. Harvesting peas. Oh, I'm so glad the weather broke. It's been a long... Now, I want to see something. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. That's where I got to be right there. So, what I want to look into is... Yep, I knew it. I knew it. It's right on this line. That's why it's there, so you can see it. That's where you're supposed to harvest. Perfect. So now we know. Even though it looks like it's over here, it's not. It's right there. Pretty soon we'll be able to go right onto the field. So that little bar down there with the chain on it is what you... What is going on here, Fury? That's why. I laugh. I laugh hysterically. So unfortunately, we got to keep that kind of like that so we can kind of see, but see out here. But this is great. Great view. Then if I remember, what we'll do is as we finish up, I'll give a nice little flyover of what we've got going on. We've got build fences. We got to build stuff for our farm. We've got to get a workshop built. There's so many things that we got to do that we need money for. We've got a little bit more of our loan that we can take out up to $1 million. We have all the equipment we need. But I want to get the hedge or the fences around the farm. I want to get a workshop put in. I want to get a... I'm thinking strongly of putting a workshop. We got a big pressure power washer thing that you'd go with there, or a TMR mixer. And so that instead of the thing, and they're real. We have one on our farm. We have one on our farm. So you know, we have the Static King 8000 on ours. So what ends up happening is you put in your stuff that you need. We usually mix it with our hay bales and our soybeans, and we put in like one bale of size. We don't use straw as filler. We don't on our farm. Now, there are other farmers do have done that, but we don't. I don't know what that was going on. Somebody screaming on the TV. I'm like, sorry, I was concentrating. There we go. Still on this, just the second headland. Loving this. This is great. It's always something to do. Just like Dark Forest, you know, there's always something to do. You can always be cutting wood. You can always be building stuff. It's pretty good. But on that one's going to be massive equipment. This one, I think we're going to get to the max. I think we're going to get is maybe 6 to 8 meters, and that's it. Just because I want a smaller farm, but we can use bigger stuff too. You know, we're not obligated to stick with a smaller farm. That's going to be way down the line anyways, because on a realistic series, if you can't buy it, you can't buy it. It's just it. That's just it. But this contract gives us $12,000, which will help big time. Because especially if we have to start buying hay bales, we're going to need the money. It's just now, well, about 15 minutes. We'll be at the 1 o'clock a.m. mark. Now I gotta remember where our tractor is. Where has our tractor gone? Where has it been? Yeah, I downloaded some really cool mods for the Dark Forest series. But like I said, we want to hit 100,000 chickens. That's about 20. Each pen holds 5,000. That's about 20 pens that we're going to need on the map. But once we hit 100,000, that series is gone. He gone. Look at that stuff I'm missing. It's like Fury never harvested before. I haven't harvested peas. First one to admit you that one there, boys and girls. I gotta be up in 2 hours to start milking. Yay! But it's quiet. I hope you guys can understand that I really enjoy recording at night. The house is quiet. Everything's shut down for the night. And it's just me up. And it's literally the sound of Farm Sim and me talking to you is all I hear. Sometimes, like, when I'll record, I'll be watching a game or something. That's on in the background. But, like, tonight, there's nothing going on that I want to watch. Well, it's already played. The basketball game was on. The Golden State game. That was already on. And the Boston played earlier. But it's just quiet. It's just super, like, it really, you can kind of focus a lot better than you can. If I record during the day, there's always stuff, grandkids, always stuff, people bugging me and getting in, wanting me to stop, let the cat out, let the dog out, let this out, let this out. It's like it was never ending. Our farm is literally right there. Isn't that great? Pretty. So what do you guys think of the update? I know there was a few mods that people were upset about that were kind of glitching out. And whoops, what happened here, Fury? Oh, I hit the pipe. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Can't do that. Well, that machine that we borrowed is going to be, we're going to take it back with a few dents in it, that's for sure. So I think we got we're at 60% now. So I think, and that's 3 loads, right? Because we get 3,300. That's 3 loads. So I think 14, 17, be about 2 more loads, and we'll be able to take it and sell it and get a good chunk of it. I only do this so that we can get in the tractor or the harvester. She's nice. Rudolph trailers are beautiful, guys. Did it again. There. I forgot it shuts it off. There. All right. We're back at it. Back again. Look who's back. Back streets back. All right. Sorry. Let's see. What do we got going on here in the weather-wise? I noticed that when you play 28-day months, the fog isn't nearly as much as it was, but they still, that's one of my pet peeves, they still got to make it, have the ability to shut it off, turn it on, turn it off, because there are some people out there that like it. I don't mind it, I just don't like recording in it. Like if I'm just playing the game, I don't mind the fog, it kind of adds a little bit of realism, but when I'm recording, I got to have it as clear as I can. I don't even like recording the video in rain. You know what I mean? Because it hampers, a lot of it hampers the sound. There we go. Perfect. Headland number 3 that we're on already. And a lot to do. I love it though. I love it, love it, love it. You guys don't understand that the more stuff there is to do, the more you can do in Farm Sim. Like you're not, like I don't like those games. And it happened to me on FS22 when I was doing Stevie's map, the flat map there, and it was like massive, massive fields. But I got to the point where I was doing it when we were going game speeds. I was done in like one day. So I'm like, okay, so we got to do 1 day months. But even if we did this field or this play on 5x speed, we still would be doing multiple days worth of harvest. So now that trailer has, look at the peas. They are little peas. Do 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 do. 9.9 kilometers an hour. You know, I do miss the mod from, you couldn't find it. You can only had to go to GitHub to get it. And it was the one that showed like a field assist or whatever it was. And you could read the harvest total in here, and then you could turn the HUD off. It's the only reason I leave it on. I don't usually play with it, but I leave it on because I can see like where the, like when it wants me to hook up the trailer and stuff. It also shows me the amount in the trailer, so I can kind of plan ahead. Guess we're just going to there. That yawn was weird. That came out of nowhere. That came from my toesers. That yawn was crazy. Yeah, my body's getting to the point. I recorded late. I started later than I normally do. Normally I start right around 10:30, 11 o'clock recording. But tonight I didn't start till well after midnight. Because we've only been going 37 minutes, so it happens though. And there's a few bits and bobs on the field that I'm not going to worry about picking up because it is a contract. And then, because once we sell the first load, it'll start, the contract, it'll jump up to like 20 or 30%. And then if you do that twice, you know. Ooh. Sorry, I got off course. Now, the other thing is, too, I think, wouldn't this is a little bit more modern, wouldn't this have GPS on it? I think it would. So, let's do this. And let's go, so we have enough to turn around. Let's go 5. We'll go 6 headlands. And I think it's 3.6. That's good. Look good. Okay. See what that does. And we can go like this. Did it not work? Let's see. Oh, what was the here's what we'll do. Oh, it's probably not going to show it. Oh, can you not use the, I think it's set. Skip lines, no. Start with, oh, that's why. I gotta go here. Automatic, work direction, no offsets, show lines on, and okay. There we go. We gotta put our pipe out. Oh, it already is out. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna use it because I think that would have steering assist on it. You would think, anyways. So we can use it. Now our tractor, we can't use it because it doesn't. It wouldn't have it. Then again, right around, I think it's in the early 90s to mid 90s, we did have the, what was the yellow thing? It was like a yellow, like looks like a dome on the top of it. I can't think of the name of it right now. But it would hook up on the top of it. You could probably get it. Sorry. Okay. how they made the trees here. Super realistic. It's like, it's great. It makes me chuckle. That. Oh, cool. I wonder if that actually shows you. I think it was, now that I think about it, yes. I think it was called Sim Dashboard. Was the one that, I think it was made by Farm Sim Guy. And it would show you, right, like you could look at your monitors and it would actually use, the monitors would work. So I think, let's go from, when we finish this video, or this video will be 10 o'clock, and I think then we'll simulate our breakfast, go from 10 to 11, and then I think we'll eat our lunch at 1 or 2, and then come back, and we'll only have a couple hours before we can end the video, or the day. So I think I like that. You just kind of speed up the clock to go to the next hour, and it simulates like you would go home and eat your breakfast, you know, or a nap, or whatever you want to do on your hour that you have. Because on ours, we give our farm hands an hour break. When they go to lunch, they get a full hour. And then, but in the farm business, you can just take a break when you want. You know what I mean? There's no whatever. But we pay them for an hour lunch, a full hour. Am I... not close enough? There it goes. I just wasn't close enough. So let's see what this takes us to. Okay, so we're going to be really close afterwards. After. This is from the Oxbow pack. So let's back up a little bit. Lower the header. Turn the header on, and then we're going to go over here. Bang. There we go. There. Because this is number 3. We're going to go 6 headlands across. And now I don't have to do anything. Now I'm locked in. I can just look around. We can kind of get an idea of how cool it is. And it's more fun. It's fun that way, I think. Anyways, it's just me. It's offset a little bit. I don't know why it's offset. It should be 0. No. Sorry, I'm concentrating. There. Get nice lines this way. There. Now, I want to get to... where's our farm? I want to get up here, and then I want to put some equipment away and stuff just to get a little break from the harvest a little bit in between. Because I think we're okay with weather-wise. I think we're going to be 9, 11, 13, till all the way till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're okay. We're just cloudy, so this would be a good day. This would have been a good day to Ted hay. Let it dry out. Here we go. It's a nice little machine. I bet you it's a couple $100,000 easy. I think, anyways. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the series. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it all. I'm so glad that I have a community that kind of understands that I'm busy. So I would love to put out 7-day-a-week videos, but it just gets to the point where I'm just like, okay, I got to get some sleep. Like tonight, right now, I'm recording this, and it's literally 1 101 to be exact. So, yeah. And I get up at 3:30. So, but I'm doing it because I love to make videos for you guys, and I love doing it. So, I'm not complaining because that's what I signed up for. This is just literally finishing up. We're getting a lot of... I will notice one thing about peas. You get a lot of yield. Like, we're almost 20,000 liters already, and you're not even done with the headlands. Crazy. I mean, I don't know. For those of you out there that do grow peas in real life, let me know. Like, post a video on my page about the how it's really done. You know, like what speeds they go and things like this, because I don't know. That, and off we go again. Oh, actually, you know what? We want to cut across here real quick. We'll come back. I just want to head over to the farm real quick, and I want to see if we have any equipment out that we can put away. If we don't, we'll go back. I just want to get a little break from the harvesting for just a few minutes, since we've been going with you guys. We've been almost 47 minutes, but for those of you who live with me, it's a lot more than that. All right, we got the manure, that there. I got to put my tractor away, see? I literally left it. I literally shut it down and left it. I think I've already... Yeah, I washed her. There. That makes me feel better. Every time I was going by, I know there was equipment out there that was left. There. Then, like I said, we got to get a fence around. We got to put in... Oh, boy. You know, it's like you got to remember what you got to do. But we got a lot going on. A lot going on the virtual farm, a lot going on the regular farm. Never seen them pink like that before. I think it's something when they make the map, they can design it. So. What does this do? Oh, was it harvested at all? 50%. There we go. And whoops, I have to use this. Sorry, because that's how I get that. There. Now we're going. This is number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 headlands. We've got 2 more to go. And then we can start doing our up-downs. Be great. FM Giants. Isn't that funny? If you start looking around and stuff, they say, like, FM Giants all over the place. But this is definitely not a Giants. Well, I think I might have got it off Mod Hub. Yeah, I think Pepper something put it out in... FS17, I started using the Freakery. Now Russell would know. Russell would know more. Oh, which reminds me, head over to watch his channel. He's a great guy, amazing content creator from New Zealand. My brother from another mother. Also, shout out to Empty Pockets, who is sticking it out on backcountry and doing an amazing job. Shout out to Van Ham Gaming, who has picked up recently the Oblivion Remastered, which I played that game like 20 years ago, and I had thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in it. So it's nice to see it, and the way they remastered it, it was fascinating. So, you know, it's just a really good game. But I'm glad, and he's doing that. Pockets is doing backcountry. What's Russ doing? Russ is here with us most of the time, but he's got stuff going on as well. Russ is a good guy. I like to talk him up pretty good because he deserves it. You know. Yeah, you can see that pole now. It's loading up with that. Here we go. Got about 9 minutes left, and we'll be ready to go. Up there, and then back around, back around, back around. Like I said, I have no idea how I'm even doing this. All right, so that missed. So we're gonna have to go over here first. Nope. Oh wait, is that the right line? Yeah, it might be. When you start getting a little tired, you start seeing a bunch of lines. You're just like, okay. But we're doing a pea harvest. It's great. I'm loving the way we got our series set up. I'm really liking it. You guys, like I said, and you guys keep me motivated every single time. You watch my videos, you comment on stuff. It's just amazing to wake up in the morning and see all the wonderful comments. And if there's not any comments, I still get views. And you guys are just keeping this old man happy. And without you guys, I'm nothing. As Metallic would say, King Nothing. Sorry. Wow, that's full. All right. And we're right here. So that works out perfect. I just wish I had about a 300,000 limit. Not really. Not really. That'd be so unrealistic. Just wanted to be out far enough. It's that fine line that you want to be out so you don't smash up the nice rented piece of equipment, but you also want to be close so the pipe will work. To me, and this is just me, that's an absolute massive machine with just such a little pipe on it. Okay. There we go. Let's see how much this gives us now. We're going to be close. I'd really like to be able to take this down and sell it. If we got it. It's going to be 18. Oh, it's full. Yes. All right, so let's see our contracts. And see toggle active. Okay, we have to take this, harvest this field and take it to the production to be specified. Oh, harvest the field and take the product to the specified selling station. Where you have to go? So is it loaded up over here? Trying to figure out where it is. All right, so let's do this and go here. Is she on this list still? No. What does it say? Where do I take it? Specific selling point. Oh, I see. It's right here. Right here. Okay, so let's go. It's right there. There we go. Okay, so I have to take it there. All right, so we're going to tag it. And let's cover it. And let's, where do we got to go? Right that way. So maybe we can get out. goes down. That goes back up, and there we go. All right. Big drive. We got a big drive ahead of us. We're just gonna follow that. I looked down, I'm like, okay, there's a road here, Fury. Couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. There we go. There, now it'll start going. There. I almost drove right by it. I couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. I was like, wait. It's a lot. Well, 5,280 is a mile. So, and we were at 5,290, I think. It's a little over a mile drive where we need to be from. Okay, so we're going to need another turn here soon. It's looking for a side road. Anybody see a side road? Oh, here we go. We're back at the thing. We're gonna go this way. About a half a mile left. Should be off this main road. This we're gonna have to turn, I think, here. Maybe not. Still going down though. Okay, now we're going away. A little this way. I wanted to kind of sell it before we ran out of time, but we're going to run out of time. But anyways, we might as well say our goodbyes while we're waiting. Now we're going around. We got to go this way. Yeah. Anyways, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you guys right back here Tuesday with another Dark Forest, the final chapter. There's got to be a way to get over there. Where's our roads? There, I got to go right there. So got to be... Alright, we're gonna do something kind of neat. 'Cause that's where I gotta go, and I don't remember where the road is. Or I've never been over here. Like I said, still learning this on my own. But we'll figure out how to get in here. There. Oh, it's just a dirt road. Okay. Alright. Alright. There we go. Let's see what our contract goes up to now. $19, $20, $21, 22%. All right, and that's it, guys and gals. We'll get this shut down and finish it up. We did it. We took our first load over, and we are going to continue to harvest off of camera so we can get to September 3rd when we get over there. Like we talked about, I've said it 3 times, 5 times, 6 times. I'm going to have to tag our farm, too, to be able to get back to it, unless I bring it up the map, which we still could do. You know what I mean? So, pretty cool. I'm loving it. Loving it. All right, guys, get out of here, and I'll catch you guys Tuesday. Love you guys, and have a great one. Enjoy your weekend, for real. Have a good one.